Anthony from the Basement Reef. We're a retail aquatic pet store and houseplant shop located in Columbia, Missouri. And this is our channel where we focus on everything related to the aquatic side of our business. Today, I'm here on site at one of the many tanks that we maintain for people here around Columbia. This is actually one of my very first installs, my second top to bottom install for anyone ever. It's at a dentist's office here in town. And we featured this tank on our channel once before. Back then we were having some struggles with it that we were just finally starting to overcome, and now today, a year later, all of those struggles are in the past. We've had a year of solid growth, and it is very, very obvious just taking one look at the tank. So today I just want to update you guys on it just a little bit and show you what's going on in here.
So one of the very first things that I think stands out about this tank is the Aquascape. We were able to make a really nice aquascape out of real Haitian live rock. This is actually the very last tank that we were able to do with Haitian live rock before export was shut down a few years ago. It is very, very nice stuff. One of the coolest things about doing these completely custom installs for people is that we frequently work with local carpenters to build custom stands and canopies for the tanks. This one is by a local carpenter named Marcel, and he knocked this thing out of the park. It's a beautiful stand with a lot of hidden functionality as well. This sliding door to get to the sump is incredibly convenient compared to something that swings out and gets in the way. And additionally, this panel on the right is actually a false back that pops out to reveal the plumbing to the other overflow. Alright, so this is where we'll take our first closer look at the aquascape. And this is also the point in the video in which I'm going to apologize for some of the reflections in the glass here. We're working on picking out some equipment to cut down on that, so hopefully in future videos, our filming quality will get a lot better. Anyways, here I think you can really appreciate some of the character that the Haitian live rock brings to the tank. Now we'll just kind of take things region by region in the tank, and talk about some of the corals and fish in here, and what we've been having success with. The Vargas Specularia over here has been taking off like crazy. We actually have to cut this back every few weeks. Here you can start to see the first of our large Euophilia and Fimbriophilia section of this reef. On the left is a torch spawn that was only a few heads when we last looked at this tank, and now is a large colony. That's been one of the better growers for us. As we pan further over, the entire picture of the Euophilia and Fimbriophilia garden comes into focus. One interesting thing is that these frog spawns and torches grew right into each other, and they aren't bothering each other. This just goes back to what I like to say about there being no rules in this hobby. Only best guesses. We definitely got to talk about this big wall frog spawn that the fancy white clownfish host. The flesh on this is encrusted clear around the colony and onto the rock, and it is doubled or tripled in size. I've never had this kind of success with the wall, and this thing is now permanently a part of the reef. Here's a good look at Jimmy, the falco hawkfish. He's been in here literally since day one. You can also see that we've added a second button scully since we looked at this tank last, and our Duncan has gotten rather large. That's the thing, everything in this tank is frag grown. We didn't put any large colonies in here to start off with, so everything you're seeing is grown in the tank, and I'm really happy about that. This year, we added a few leopard wrasses to the tank. This one is not shy at all, but there is also two Moirai leopard wrasses that I can hardly catch on video. Maybe a glimpse here and there, but that is it. Now we're on the far right of the tank, and I can introduce you to Jimmy's throne, this Hollywood stunner chalice that is the size of 2 or 3 dinner plates. Again, frag grown. And here, our large bubble coral is just kind of chugging along. And next to that, an orange fungia that was tiny and injured when we got it, not only recovered, but has grown in our tank very well. Here's our rockflower anemone garden, as well as a blastomusa colony that was not a colony when we looked at the tank last. Here's some goniopora. There's a few different ones around the tank here and there. And here's our target mandarin, another one that's hard to get on camera. Speaking of which, there's the Moirai leopard wrasse. That's all you get, one quick glimpse. He really does not like the camera. Here you can see our massive lobo that has also been in here since day one, as well as a few other assorted gonies, alveoporas, and one more look at our button scully and Duncan garden. I don't want to talk about these SPS though. We've played with it here and there in this tank, but it is really not what works in here, so it's not what we're going to keep doing. This is an LPS and softy tank, for sure. Now I want to just talk a little bit about maintaining a tank like this. It's a lot different from your home reef tank. You see, I don't see this tank every day. Sometimes I see this tank weekly if we have a lot that we need to do with it, but the regular maintenance routine is every other week. And if something comes up, I might miss a week, and then it could be 3 weeks or a month between visits. That's a long time to go without having eyes on the tank. And the employees at this dentist's office are not saltwater hobbyists. They rely on me to take care of this tank. That's one reason that the coral selection is kind of off the wall, just a little bit of everything. It's just what grows in here and what does well with that maintenance schedule. We also do really large water changes each time, bigger than I would usually do on my home tanks. But again, if I'm only coming here and there, that's what gets the job done. That just goes to show you that every tank's a little bit different, and that your goals can really inform what you do with the tank. There's no best practice here, ever.
And that will take us to the end of our video here today. Hopefully you enjoyed this tank. If you did enjoy what you saw, please check out the other videos on our channel. If you're into reef keeping at all, there's lots of great content, or at least I like to think so. That's what we're trying to do. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel as well. Both those things will do a ton to help us grow. And if you're in the Columbia area, please stop by our shop. Thank you.